course, there are so many others like a Prism Johnson, HEG, Manipal Health, all of these newsmakers which we flagged off in the due course of the show. So look out for what this bunch of stocks do. Of course, got to keep a close eye on what happens to Brent. It's already nudging that $92 per barrel mark. So I think from a macro observation point of view, that's going to be critical. And then, what we hear from the Fed as well at a global level. The first bell, or rather opening bell this morning, and you're starting off absolutely flat for the Nifty 50, 24,130 thereabouts. Flat for the Nifty Bank as well. It's not really seeing much of a move. Very, very listless first trades is what you're seeing this morning. What about the sectoral heat map? Let's check in on that as well. Much disappointing as the picture was yesterday. Today's listless market it's pretty much throwing the same kind of move. You've got autos, metals, consumer durable, finance, chemicals. They are big drags. But yeah, Nifty IT, the volatile sector as it is, one up day, one down day, or rather 3 down days, 1 up day, and today seems to be that 1 up day, 1.5% higher for Nifty IT, minuscule move for Nifty Oil and Gas, flat for FMCG, Pharma, PSU banks, even defense and healthcare not really seeing any much of a move. Let's talk about individual stocks then. I guess, that's where you will see perhaps some sort of move. OMCs and paint companies, given that Asian Paints was your big laggard yesterday, Interglobe as well fell. And today too, you are seeing some red ticks on Interglobe Aviation, which is down about 0.7%, given that crude is nudging that $92 per barrel mark. So that's Interglobe, and Asian Paints, Berger, etc. will also come up for you on your screens. Keep a close eye on the oil sensitives and, of course, the OMCs as well, given that crude has now risen for a 4th consecutive day. There's also CG Power, so there was a suspected cyber event yesterday, but haven't seen any impact on the core systems per se. But look out for what that stock does. And Aster DM as well, wherein there is a block deal likely. Don't know whether it's happened or not, because TPG was likely to sell a good 7.25% equity via block deals. So look out for what that stock does. Aster has started off lower by 5.5%. L&T Finance, after that brokerage upgrade that we just flagged off, let's see what that stock is doing. And then, of course, city gas distribution companies. Government is planning to allocate an additional 200 SCM of gas for domestic PNG use. MGL has gapped up 4.5% as we speak right now in trade. IGL is the other one which will come up, and it's a similar price action. So clearly, MGL, IGLs have got to be the star performers at least this morning. There's also ONGC. They've linked the Khorghat gas unit to supply Northeast gas grid. ONGC very, very tempered in move. L&T Technologies, they've signed a 5-year international agreement worth about $75 million. Then, of course, there's Shilpa Medicare as well. A chemotherapy drug has been recalled. There's HEG, wherein the NCLT has sanctioned HEG with an SOA for HEG Graphite as well as Bhilwara Energy. There's RailTel, which has had an order win of 167 crore rupees, like we earlier flagged off. And then, of course, there's also Atlanta Electricals, another order win there. Jubilant Ingrevia, which is looking to acquire that 40% stake in Zeta One Technologies for about 190 thereabouts crores. Interarc Building, again an order win of 128 odd crore rupees. And then, of course, there's Centum Electronics. They've also got an ECMS approval for 106 crore rupees of investments. HE Infra, Manipal Health, HEG and Prism Johnson are some of the other newsmakers this morning. What about the big movers from yesterday? Let's check in on what the trend is for, some of these capital market plays. Want to check in on what is Samman Capital, what is it that you're seeing on a BSE, on an MCX. All of these stocks have been, BSE of course has been under pressure, but the rest of the pack has been fairly buoyant of late, the capital market plays. Today you're seeing much of a sedate move. M6 was a big mover yesterday. Today it's quietened down. LTF, TI India, these were the big movers from yesterday. And then, of course, the RE plays also softened yesterday. Inox Wind fell. Oberoi Realty as well saw some profit taking, and Colgate also was a rank underperformer. So let's check in on those names, and they continue to see, well, quietish moves. Colgate is back in the green, 0.5%.
Well, the big movers, Zaggle, that one is up 14% after Kedia Securities picked up around a 33 crore stake in that company yesterday. So that one is on the move. HE Infra is the other one, 9% higher. By the way, Zaggle on the back of poor numbers was down 20% anyway. So if you net that, you're still in the negative post the numbers. Just want to quickly mark that. HE Infra is up 9% on the back of order wins. EMS is also up 7.25%. RailTel on the back of order wins is up 6.5%. MGL, IGL are up 4.5% each. So you're seeing some good moves there. Atlanta Electricals is the other one. I wonder what that one is doing on the back of order wins again. Not much of a move. J. Kumar Infra is up 3%. Cabinet approval from the Maharashtra government coming in for the Mumbai Metro line, and you're seeing that move on the stock. Interaj Buildings on the back of order win is up 2.5% as well. NCC, HCC largely flat, but in the green nonetheless. I want to quickly also look at the breadth on the Nifty 500. While the moves seem muted, at least on the benchmarks, the Nifty 500 2:3 is the breadth. The Kunal opening moves, how are you looking at it?
Yeah, it looks to be an okay start for the index. Okay, because we are back again to that grind of 40-50 points range at the start for the index. The real move, I think, transpires generally in terms of the sectors and the market breadth. So far, I think it looks like more of a contra day in terms of the sectors. The IT stocks which have beaten down the last couple of days, they're seeing some sort of a bounce back. The metal names which have been doing very well, they're seeing some sort of a correction. So we need to see how the rest of the day evolves in terms of the market. In terms of opening trade, I would look at Vodafone Idea, a stock which has been hovering around 13.5 to 14 levels, has been showing signs of a consistent bounce over the short term. Looks attractive for a short term play.